Fix me!
Hoi toy, welcome to Transfixed, the channel that is collecting dust. And this is the collection tour, the new collection tour. So about 3 years ago, I did a collection tour before we moved to this new house here. And it's time for the new one. I've been putting this off for some time, but it is time. It's time to do it. So I did a new approach in this home. I got to start over, and this room is all for myself. And I decided just to go with simple shelves. This is just the easy metal bracket system with some white melamine shelving. And I got 3 walls here, 3 walls to show you of collecting stuff. And this is the Transformers wall. So what I've done here is I've kind of tried to model this after the old catalogs. So I've put the season 1, season 2 cartoon guys, or 84, 85 Autobots here at eye level. So that's why they're here. I like to display these with a Masterpiece Transformer in robot mode, and then a G1 in vehicle mode, which I wish I had decided right away because I wasn't really collecting G1 and gave a few away. But anyhow, I'm going to start top to bottom here though, so this is not really the ones I was talking about. We'll just go up here. This is a bit later. This is what, 85, 86 stuff here, so I'm just going to start up here. I've got my Skylink, so this is a lot of mainline stuff. Like I said, for these main characters, I've kind of gone with a 84, 85 season 1, season 2 guideline for a Masterpiece, and then bleed into just, stuff I like. But for lesser characters, I go with the mainline Hasbro stuff. And the other challenge, of course, is that, character selection. You can't get every character in Masterpiece, you can't get every character in mainline Hasbro. I'm actually pretty happy with the current Hasbro offering. Those are the older Roadbuster and Whirl there. I don't need a full-size Omega Supreme 2 scale, so that's just the Pengu Toys one there. And then I've got a mainline triple changer guys here. Finally got my Sandstorm. And these are my jump starters from childhood, these G1 guys here. I remember hearing about those at school. Some kid told me that they had Transformers that automatically transformed by themselves, which is funny because that's just come true. But, that's not what I was expecting. It's just a spring flippy thing. Still pretty cool for the time, though. And here we got Blaster. Now, I'm not sure what to do with Blaster because I was displaying the Masterpiece, well, not Masterpiece, I was displaying the Transform Element Blaster up here because he fits the, standard cassette size, but the mainline one is quite good, but it's these smaller cassettes, so I'm not sure what to do with that anymore. But those are the Fans Toys cassettes, and then I can't get Rewind, so I've got the one from KFC there. So let's move down to the second shelf. And here we have, I cannot believe that Hasbro made Power Dashers. I mean, they're not the best, but just to have them represented is great. This is one I actually mailed away for in childhood. This Downshift, I think it is, from these, I forget what you call those guys now, I'm blanking out, but anyway, yeah. And then I didn't realize this was broken when I ordered it, so anyway, I just needed those characters represented. Don't need those in Masterpiece. There's the Monster Bots there, the clones. Oh, that is a double spy back there. Punch, counter punch. I never knew that was a name for a long time. And then Trigger Bots. These are cool. I picked these up a few years ago. We're just starting to get these down. Well, I have a crankcase from the was it Legacy, and then Windsweeper's on his way in a 2-pack thing. And then Ruckus. We just saw Ruckus at TFCon, I think, so he's coming out. Not sure if I'm going to swap these out. I like to have the whole team look at the same, so I guess I'll have the 3 Decepticons, but we don't have any modern version of the Autobots, so not sure if I'm going to swap those or not. Same with these Sparky guys here. I mean, he got made, but not the rest of them. And there's a gold bug there just because I like the little gold bug. Throttlebots. And here's our first Masterpiece only shelf. I keep swapping out my Optimus Prime, but this currently is the Magic Square version 2 with the paint on it. The second release, I guess. I had to buy that one twice. And then I've got the Missing Link here, which is just amazing. This is everything I've been wanting in a Transformer for years now. Just G1 with articulation. Beautiful. Glad we're getting more of those. That's my childhood Optimus Prime. That was a really good 8th birthday. I got him in Storm Shadow, I believe. I never had this guy as a kid, but I borrowed him. That's KO. This is my childhood Sideswipe. One of my first Transformers I ever got. I hope we get a version 2 Sideswipe soon. I think it's overdue. I always loved Trailbreaker, but I never bought my own, so that's an aftermarket one. I have stuck with the MMC or Ocular Max Trailbreaker. I still think he's the best because of the way the torso collapses to give him a the waist tapered in. Fans Toys, of course, does great work, but I hate how they have this screw covers right here, or joint covers on anyway. Finally got this guy in. It's had a whole problem that I won't bore you with on him. So those 2 are Fans Toys, and then these old Datsun guys here. I could only get the MP Plus for Smokescreen. I expected we'd get KOs, we never did, so I only have the Smokescreen here, which is fine because he's the most distinct. And Wheeljack, who will come to you soon. And then down here, there's my Ironhide. That is my childhood Ironhide right there. And here's Chip. Courage! Most of these G1s are reissues or KOs, or, you know, the anniversary releases. So again, these are all Masterpiece. Hoist I'm going to be swapping out when the KO of the Masterpiece comes out. But for a long time, he was the only good option. I did manage to get the plus version of Wheeljack when he came out, because, again, it was such a big difference. Tracks I got as a KO because it wasn't a very good, wasn't Takara's best release. And then down here we've got Skyfire, and I had a Fans Toys. I still have the Fans Toys. I'm not sure whether to keep it or not, but that is the KO. I did a video about him, how to upgrade him, and that is my childhood Jetfire there. Oddly enough, I broke the shoulder joint, which is die cast. When I was a kid, I decided to vacuum my room one day, and I bumped into the wall, and he was on a shelf and fell down, and the die cast shoulder joint broke. But I managed to repair it. I think I did a video about that too. I repaired it with some wire. Anyhow, these are the mini bots. I display them like this. Mini bots I don't need in Masterpiece, except for, again, these are the I guess the G1 ones. I've got some Fans Toys releases here. This isn't. I guess this is the best we're going to have for a little while. I should have the Fans Toys Gears because he's an 84 release, but this Legacy United one that just came out is just fine. I'm happy with it. I just had to color in his elbows. Wind Charger. We're due for a Wind Charger. I need him in Masterpiece or an update. There's Hubcap. Yeah, that Cosmos I paid way too much for. It really drove me nuts. Waiting for a re-release of Cosmos because they short packed him. Down here, here's a KO of as a bumper, yeah, and my one, what do they call it, Spy? The little mini Spy. That's a childhood mini Spy. And then going over here, this is where the Dinobots are. Still waiting for Swoop. Hopefully I'll be able to secure myself a Swoop. And then down here is just kind of miscellaneous stuff. I've got a drawer with some stuff in it, and then this is just kind of stuff I want to display but don't really have a place. So, you know, like Galactic Man here. I finally got this because my childhood Shockwave was the Galactic Man or Shockwave or one of those knockoffs. I don't know what it was, but it was gray. And yeah, these are just characters I like. I like Road Rage because she's on the back of the box of the original toys. Spin Out. I like the Diaclone colors sometimes. And there's the two versions of Roller by Mod Fans Toys, I believe. And there is MP10. I just still have a soft spot for MP10, so I like to display him. And there's my Arc. And then I have this, the blue streak knockoff. I just like it. Again, I like this one. So these are just things I enjoy seeing, but don't really fit in. I would love to get the Nemesis, but I just don't know where else to put it because this is, they take up so much space. Barricade is one of the sort of newer bots that I accept into the canon. And same with Exhaust, I suppose. They're just interesting. I could imagine Barricade remaining back on Cybertron, so that's why I have the Siege version of him and not one of the updated ones. And I just like that color scheme there. Triptychon's down here because I don't really have anywhere else for him. And there's a Brunt, and then this is a tailgate toy I just painted to look like in the Marvel comics they painted him this way. What's his name? I forget his name right now. So in the center of this wall is the movie character. So there's my Pumpkin Unicron, much better than the HasLab, I think. I still go back and forth on which color scheme I prefer. I love Junkions. So happy we're getting Junkions finally. I'm glad that we have some representation of the concept of Unicron. And then I'm not really sure how to display these because I have a few Masterpiece movie characters, but not all. I don't know. I want to display the best versions of these, and the thing is, the best hot rod is this mainline hot rod. That is absolutely the best hot rod ever produced, official or third party, in my opinion, because they got the shape of the torso correct, among other details. And the Rodimus is almost as good. And we have a new Springer coming, so that's why these are mainline guys. I just am not happy with any of the Masterpiece offerings for Rodimus, and he's key, right? So again, I can't decide. I think the KFC Ultra Magnus is probably more cartoon accurate, but I do like this Masterpiece I have. I also like this new mainline release because it's easy to transform. I don't know. I just don't know, so that's why I have a mix of some Masterpiece characters here. And we don't have an original RC. We don't have, we have the Masterpiece RC, we have the Earthrise RC, which is pretty good. Yeah, so this is kind of a mixed bag here. So I've done the same down here. I've got my one Masterpiece Galvatron because the Sovereign is amazing. And then the G1 alt modes here. And then I've got the upgrade kit on this mainline Galvatron here. The Cyclonus is very good. I used to have the KFC Cyclonus, but I sold it. And same with the Scourge. I like to have a few scourges here. I wish I had 2 of these and 1 of those to be scourged, but they released them this way, so I didn't know it was coming. And then down here's more movie stuff. There's my Quintessons. I love, love, love Sharkticons, and I was so happy when they made that Quintesson set. I still think the G1 Sharkticon Gnaw is the best looking one. It's got those crazy eyes. These are pretty good though. This one looks great, except they just didn't get the face right. I did a video about upgrading this one too with the antenna and eye paint, so look for that if you're interested. Down here, there's the Japanese stuff. So I've got the headmasters, characters here, and yeah, so I don't know. I'm probably going to change this. I'm still waiting on the KFC Jinrai, and yeah, we don't really have any modern releases of these guys, so for the most part. And then last part of this wall, this is a Autobot combiner shelf. It just got this hotspot in. Ignis, he is great. He is huge, big chunky boy. Love the Technobots. I hope we get some new versions of those at some point. They seem to be kind of neglected. These are the best. I just love what MMC is doing with these all built-in combiners. They're amazing. This Streetwise is one of my favorite Masterpiece figures I have in my entire collection. It's just really fun, really good, really intuitive transformation. All the Headmasters and Target Masters I've crammed in here. You can see I got a mix of mainline, G1 for things that we still don't have, modern releases of. They seem to be favoring the Decepticons and getting those out, but not the Autobots. These are McFan's toys, so they're like slightly larger than Legends scale. Just got this in. This is pretty good. This is a Fortress in the Japanese style. And same with the Decepticons down here. And then these guys, again, Japanese stuff I don't really know what to do with. There's Piranacon. I remember seeing him in the stores when I was a kid. The last combiner in the G1, I believe. I didn't buy him, but anyways, and these 2 guys, which I don't even remember these guys existing when I was a kid. I don't know what to do with these Duocons. I just stuck them in here the other day because I can't find a good place for them to fit in. But I think this is fine. These are all pairs of characters. And then there's Six Shot back there. Never really a big fan of Six Shot, but he was pretty cool in the cartoon, the Japanese cartoons. This is a Cybertron set here. I'm still happy with this Alpha Trion from, it's a small third-party company. I can't remember it now, but I do have a video about him. Orion Pax and Ariel there, and then over here Elita 1 with Dion. Really happy that Hasbro's making these characters from the cartoon. Very happy with that. Down here, this is just kind of miscellaneous stuff. These are Target Masters. Again, these are guys that don't fit into the collection, but I do like these toys, and I like swapping the names. After reading a lot on TF Wiki, I think this is supposed to be Artfire because he has flames, and this is supposed to be Stepper because he has a ladder. That's one of the theories. I'm going with that. But anyway, they're pretty cool. And then down here, this is the unreleased G2 shelf. So I'm just happy with these weird characters. I was, not really that into G2 at all, but I was really interested in the artwork and the concepts of things that didn't get released. So I picked up these ones here. I'm quite happy with those. Got all these at retail except for Sideswipe. I had to order them from eBay. And then these 2 are New Age Dinobots. I don't know if I need the Sludge, but these are just wild. I had to get those. Yeah, Hasbro has a Grimlock, but I don't need something that large to represent it. So then going back up, this is another wall. This is where I keep my city bots, the Titans, or whatever you want to call them. This Cyan Culture of Vladivostok is awesome. Vladivostok, it is a place in Russia. That is my Scamper, my G1 Scamper. I had to leave Metroplex behind when I moved to this province when I was a teenager, but I did have my Scamper with me and my Slammer, which I sold. So yeah, what happened to my Metroplex, I do not know, but this is a great representation. And then below that is actually my YouTube shelf. This is where I make my videos. So, and then just some stuff underneath there. That is the end of that wall, which brings us to the door, and we will continue the other wall in part 2.